Okay guys, we're outside the town hall with none other than mayoral candidate Nick Buckley. How are you, Nick?
I'm good, thank you.
Nick, I'm angry. I've been filming this morning around central Manchester, and what a contrast to London. There's still crackheads everywhere. They're all still passed out. Are they a corpse? Are they alive? And they're walking around begging people in restaurants. Why am I so angry?
We need to look at the city centre and think to ourselves, who does it benefit now? The people it seems to benefit are foreign investors. That's who benefit out of Manchester city centre. Local people who live a mile away don't get any benefit. They can't afford most of the restaurants. They don't get jobs in the city centre. And then our broken people who we should be caring and wrapping our arms around, we allow them to decay and openly commit suicide on our streets in the city centre with an audience around them, and we think that's compassionate.
It's the new aristocracy. According to leftists and socialists, the more dreadful you are, the more blue-blooded you are.
It's because no one's got any ideas, no one's got a backbone anymore now to fix our problems. Because to fix a problem, we've
Hello,
got
mate.
to...
Mate, so sorry, we're in the middle of a...
I'll wait till you finish.
wait, let's cut. Wait.
So what are you going to do as elected to want to be the new mayor? What do you do for homeless?
So homeless, if you mean rough sleeping, I promise to end rough sleeping in the whole of Greater Manchester in 1 year. It can be done. Our mayor at the moment is spending hundreds of millions on this issue. Do you think it's working?
Not to be honest, no.
No, exactly, it's not working. Absolutely not. So what
at the minute, there was I don't know if you've seen about the peaceful protest, and it did. I thought it worked, to be honest, but the council didn't like it. And to be honest, the mayor that we've got in the minute in Manchester is doing not a lot for the homeless. Now, there's been loads of money funding for the members of the public of Manchester that are actually helping the homeless. So where's that money gone?
I have no idea where the money's gone. It's probably gone to pay people's wages, and that's part of the issue. It's not that hard to get people off the streets. What we have to do is offer them accommodation. And the reason why some people won't take the accommodation is because most of the time the accommodation isn't good enough. So we'll say to people, do you want this hostel? Well, I've got a dog.
I'm in a hostel at the minute, and I'm trying to get off the streets. I've been homeless most of my life. And I've met Charlie Veitch in the past. He's a good guy.
Thank you.
I'm a massive fan of Charlie.
Thanks, mate.
Love his channels, loves his videos.
Appreciate that.
And I love every piece of work that he does. And I'm just sorry for interrupting you, new mayor. And I hope you do get the job. And I hope you do a lot better than Andy Burnham, mate. Because see all these that are brainwashed into what he's doing. His policies don't work. His policies don't work. You know, all these.
It's not working at all.
All these asked about Charlie, and people are watching this. He's morely asked about the Royal Metrolink and the buses.
He loves the yellow buses, isn't he? That's all he wants. Oh,
I don't claim he's a Scouser. No. He's not. Big up Charlie Veitch, big up your new mayor.
Thanks, man.
And it's been Charlie Veitch, and my name's MC Red. Look me up on YouTube.
MC Red, and of course, mayoral candidate Nick Buckley.
Let's get it.
There you go.
There we go.
Nick, this is a hell of a nice office building. Where are we?
We are in the offices of the current mayor of Greater Manchester. It's beautiful, isn't it? If you want to meet the mayor here, there's no point coming to his office. He's never here. And he doesn't come to the city centre because he knows people want to have a word with him. So he keeps away.
It's one hell of a way to avoid seeing the problems of the city centre by not coming very often.
Well, if you don't come and you don't see the problems, then you can actually turn around to the press and say, oh, I didn't know those problems existed. If you come here and see them, then you know they exist.
Nick, walking around with you and chatting to people, it seems law and order is the biggest thing in this election. Have you ever been a victim of crime here in Greater Manchester?
I've been a victim of crime many times, ranging from being burgled 3 times, but the most horrendous time was when I worked in a shop in Moss Side, and I was robbed twice in the shop. The first time I turned up with a knife, I gave them money out the till. The second time I had a bat under the counter, so they came in, I pulled a bat out, and unfortunately they pulled a gun out that time and pointed it in my face. So I brought a bat to a gunfight.
You brought a bat to a gunfight?
Yeah. And they got away. Obviously the police turned up. I ended up going to court, pointing them out in court, and they both got sent to jail.
Really? So they got the sentences they deserved. And did you fear for your life when they were pointing a gun in your face?
It was all too sudden. You don't have time to think about that. I was too busy getting the money out the till for them.
Yeah. And nowadays, let's say I got caught with a knife in Manchester by the police, would I get sent to jail?
You would probably be arrested. You would not be sent to jail. We send no one to jail. Anyway, in this country, the only way you'd get sent to jail maybe is if you stab somebody. But having a knife on you now is still illegal, but you won't get sent to jail.
So it might even be as crazy that, let's say I'm a young man from a poor family. My dad's an alcoholic. My mum abandoned me.
Yeah.
And I get caught by the police carrying an Uzi 9mm to go rob banks. I might not even get a jail sentence then if I've got enough of a sob story for the courts and for society.
Yeah, I mean, I get your points. You probably will go to jail if you had a Uzi on you. But I'm tired of people thinking poverty creates criminals.
That's the thing. Like, oh, what an excuse.
Poverty doesn't create criminals.
No.
A bad upbringing, having no role models, poor parenting, that's what creates criminals. Because we have multi-millionaires who are criminals, so let's stop blaming it on poverty. Let's start empowering parents to be better parents. Let's start introducing more social norms so people know how to behave and what's acceptable. That's how we start reducing crime. But what most people don't realise in Greater Manchester is the mayor is also the police crime commissioner in Greater Manchester. He's fully responsible for policing. But you wouldn't know that in Greater Manchester because our mayor never talks about crime. He cares that much about crime that on his first day as mayor, he gave the responsibility for policing to his deputy.
Oh.
If I'm elected mayor, first of all, I'm having no deputy, and I'll be keeping that responsibility on my portfolio because I want to be the police crime commissioner. I want to be a crime fighting mayor here because I'm sick of criminals getting away with everything in this country. And who pays the price? Decent, law-abiding people pay the price.
See that, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to wrap it up here, but Nick is actually the first person I've ever met who's had a gun pointed at his head, and that must have been a very traumatic experience. So everyone thinking of voting in exactly 1 week's time, vote for Nick Buckley. Nick, thank you very much.
Cheers, Charlie. If you like that video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell and comment. And if you like what I'm saying about running for Mayor of Greater Manchester, then stick around. Tell your family, tell your friends. The only way I'm going to have a chance of winning is a grassroots movement. So be part of that movement and hit that bell. Thanks.